If we look thoroughly, Jakarta reflects the actual condition of cities in the Netherlands. Canals, water dams, irrigation systems, and precious heritages, taught by the Dutch in order to keep the land stable due to land subsidence and sea level rise. For about 100 years, the partnership between Indonesia and the Netherlands has given mutual benefits, especially on the water management. So how could Indonesia learn to develop water facilities? Before discussing more about it, let's first take a look at this one.
Water management is the management of water resources under set policies and regulations. Water, once an abundant natural resource, is becoming a more valuable commodity due to drought and overuse. Jakarta today is two cities, the beautiful and the ugly. Beyond its landscaped, manicured and modern protocol avenues, the city looks like an overgrown village in the way it provides drinking water, sewage treatment, and solid waste disposal facilities to its inhabitants. The city has grown from 1.8 million in 1950 to 8.3 million in 1990. But during this period, little happened to the urban infrastructure behind the main streets. Compared to similar capital cities in Asia, Jakarta's housing, water, sewerage, waste disposal, and general environment are seriously deficient. There is no shortage of water in Jakarta. A dozen rivers and several canals wind northward through the city. Groundwater is accessible within a few meters of the surface throughout the city. But much of this water has become too polluted for human consumption. Climate change, expanding economies, and urbanizations are putting the world's delta populations at risk. Dutch expertise is at hand, however, in the form of hydraulic engineering, flood control, flood protection, foundation technology, and infrastructure. The Dutch are renowned for their ability to design and build storm surge barriers and levees, reclaim land through high-tech dredging, and engineer entire coastal areas and harbors. The Dutch also excel at river engineering and maintenance and are pioneering climate-adapted constructions, which allows houses to be built in flood-prone areas. At the same time, billions of people worldwide lack access to clean water and sanitary facilities. Dutch water technology, however, is making a difference. Water is collected, filtered and recycled with high levels of quality and service in an integrated cycle with a focus on sustainable economic development. Dutch companies are recognized specialists in the treatment of industrial wastewater, and several consultancies are globally respected for their water treatment expertise. Looking at the flood, polluted water and other problems happened in Jakarta, how could the Dutch help Jakarta to be a better city? A discussion about Indonesia, the Netherlands partnership in water management will be on Revenews International.
Alright, so to discuss more about Indonesia, the Netherlands partnership in water management, we have Mr. Peter de Vries. He's the first Secretary of Water Management at the Netherlands Embassy. So, goedendag. Good day. Yeah, goedemorgen. Alright, so it's good to see you on Revenews International, so welcome.
Yeah, thanks very much for inviting us.
Alright, so water management, I think it's really vital because we need to manage water in order to prevent the disasters or maybe any other, because it's a basic needs. Alright, and then so about Indonesia and the Netherlands partnership. In general, how do you see and how's the current partnership been done between Indonesia and the Netherlands?
Now, our partnership is already very long, more than hundreds of years, but it's good to remember that in 2013 our Prime Minister visited the Netherlands. It was a very successful visit, and with your President he concluded a comprehensive partnership agreement. And if you RETAP Comprehensive Partnership Agreement, it covers a wide number of fields, from security, agriculture, trade, and also water management. So it is a very broad partnership. It is not just government to government, it's also private sector to private sector.
All right, not just government to government, but also private sector to private sector.
Yeah, because the ones who have to do the job on the ground is often the private sector. It's not the government which produces palm oil or exports it. It's the private sector. And the same in water management. The big projects are implemented by the private sector.
I see, but then how could the partnership benefit each other?
I think in the Netherlands we have a policy of exporting our water knowledge. We want to share it. It's not only commercial. We share it with other governments. Our local governments also share it with other governments, and it's also a trade for us. So that knowledge of dealing with water, that means benefiting from it. Also, it's not only fighting it, but it's also benefiting. We think we can we have value added on that, and that's also recognized, I think, by the very rapidly broadening cooperation we have here in Indonesia in a number of fields.
All right, so the form of benefiting each other is about the transferring knowledge, because, well, it is essential to transfer knowledge.
No, that is essential.
I see. So, and then, how do you see the challenges faced in making a partnership with Indonesia?
The challenges faced in, I think in general, we have a MOU on water management for the past more than 12 years already. We hope it will be extended this year. Yeah, if I say challenges, we only see it developing quite well, because we started with 3 partners, 3 ministries, but we see already in Indonesia, like DKI Jakarta, like the Ministry of Maritime Affairs, there are a lot of partners who also want to engage in that MOU. So I think, challenges, I think there's a positive development. I think the cooperation is incremental, as the Americans say. It's getting wider, it's getting better.
Also, rather than a challenge, it is considered a positive development for this one.
Yes, maybe I can give an example also. What is important in development is turning difficulties, challenges into opportunities. So I can give the example of the city of Jakarta, which is confronted with floods, which is confronted with problems of subsidence, that means the sinking of the city. We only, I think the Jakarta government, the central government, and as we only really found that out in around 2007, we found a strategy which turns this challenge, this problem, into an opportunity by first we said we have to defend the coast. Now we say
defend the coast.
We have to defend the coast. Coastal development.
All right.
Penanggulan,
Laut.
But now we say we develop the coastal area.
Okay, so about the strategies and how to prevent flood, we'll discuss it in a later segment.
Okay. Yes.
We'll be right back with more discussion. Stay tuned on Revenews International.